Hello, Tab Nation. It's your boy Tom, and today we're doing another intro video. Like I said in some of my previous ones, I'm doing a lot of intro videos of stuff that I'm surprised I just somehow missed these very basic commands. And, I've been asked it and never really made a video. So here we are today, doing a video on very basic clipboard commands that are built into AutoHotkey. We're going to be throwing out to you version 1 here first. Then we're going to be talking just a real quick differences on version 2 and showing you everything in action. So we are going to start with, like, these are some very simple things, but there's stuff you can use a lot. Let me go ahead and run this script real quick. All right, that should be good. Okay, so here it is. It's asking me which version to run into. We're going to be going with 1. And yeah, so let's talk about the code real quick. I mean, like I said, this is very basic but very powerful stuff that you can use. We got our hashtag, #, whatever generation you're from and you want to call it, persistent. The reason we have this here is basically it's saying keep the script running because I don't actually have a hotkey on here. I don't need a hotkey on here because we're doing more of a listening thing having to do with the clipboard. So we have that. That's basically just saying, yay, even though there's not a clipboard, just keep running, whatever. Not sure what I just did there. There we go. That was weird. So on clipboard change, this is the function. This is actually built into AutoHotkey, so as you see, that's there. And where's it going to go? Well, it's going to jump down here to clipboard change, and this is our function. We're basically, we want to grab the data type. What's being stored, what type of information is being stored within the clipboard. I'll show you that a little bit more here in a second. We're just going to be using something simple, tooltip, clipboard data type, and then it's going to display what that information that is currently in. Is it a string? Is it a picture? That kind of thing. Sleep 5,000 milliseconds or 5 seconds. We're doing that for that length of time, just so you all watching can, actually see it before it disappears. And to make it disappear, you literally just pull tooltip and it'll delete anything that was being displayed. Obviously, put all this into curly brackets because we're doing a little bit more of a function style here. But we actually are going to get simpler as we go. I figured let's start with the fancy stuff first. Why not? So that is currently running. I'm going to highlight data. We're going to do Control-C on our clipboard. And as you see here, we got that thing. It says clipboard data type is 1. That basically just means text, really. It's a string. Clipboard data type 1. But watch this. Let's go ahead and open Paint. Play the waiting game. So hey, subscribe. I'm throwing 1-2 videos out every week having to do with automation, usually with AutoHotkeys, but we branch out from time to time. All right, let's draw a very nice masterpiece of art here. Let's add some orange and black because that's my channel's colors. I'm then going to highlight my image and push Control-C. So obviously we're not storing a string anymore. We're storing an actual image. So Control-C, and let me just minimize that. And there you go. Clipboard data type is 2 because now we're doing an image. This could be useful for a lot of things. Maybe you're using AutoHotkeys for like Photoshop or GIMP or something, and every time you accidentally or you're doing something else and you copy strings into there, you don't want it to do anything, but maybe every time it detects that there's an image within the clipboard, do some type of action, or maybe save the clipboard to a folder so you can, I don't know, keep track of what you've done, or kind of like a way to have saves of what you were doing in case you make a mistake. I don't know. There's 100 million things out there I'm sure you could come up with of why the data type of what's being stored, it could be important. All right. This is pretty much the exact same thing. On clipboard change, show the clipboard, but we're going to change it up a little bit here just to show you some options. Tooltip, clipboard data type is, and we're just doing a event info. Just because we're not doing this function style. Same thing, sleep 5,000, 5 milliseconds. Tooltip, delete it, return, stop. So pretty self-explanatory. So just to show you though, let me go ahead and close out the last one, open this script, run in version 1. Now right away, obviously it went ahead and did clipboard data type is 2, just because that's what we had. We had an image still in there, but we're going to go ahead and highlight some stuff here and do Control C. And as you see, it is now changed to clipboard data type is 1. Pretty easy. Same thing back here. This is just a much cleaner, better looking way, a little fancier, I guess, where this is more kind of like very simplified way of doing it. So either way is fine. They both do the exact same thing. Let's go ahead and close that one and run our next script. So here we're actually going to be, this is honestly probably the one I think you're going to be using the most with the people watching this video. We're doing the same thing here with that. We're going to go ahead and clear out the clipboard so there's no data in there. And then we're doing the very simple function of just clip wait. So clip wait, that's just basically saying when something changed, we're going to display a message box, clipboard changed. So we are currently running this. We're going to go ahead, highlight some stuff, push Control C. It noticed that there was a change because it's waiting for that change to happen. It's waiting for data to go into there. So clipboard changed. And that's pretty much it. It's just waiting for something to change. But now, watch this. I'm going to highlight something and push Control C. It's not doing anything. That's because it got down here and it's done. Clip wait is just when you're waiting for something to change, but it's not always going to be waiting and looking like this will. This is more if you just want it to be like a one-time kind of wait for a clipboard change thing to happen. That's where this one's going to be helpful. These are always watching, where this is only watching for that one time when it hits this code command line. So as we see, you know, it did clear that. Now it's just sitting there. My code is waiting. It's just sitting here waiting. I make that change. It then continues on, never to return up here again unless, I don't know, it's like in a loop or something, or we do like a subcommand. So that's pretty much it with that. So I know a lot of people like this one the most. All right, let's go ahead. I'm going to switch this all over to version 2. I'll be with you in 1 second. And I'm back. That only took me about 30 seconds to do. 1 second for you. So just showing from version 1 to version 2, it's not that hard to convert. It's pretty fast. That was like 30 to 45 seconds for me. I mean, this is a lot simpler to do than everything. Basically here we're doing a lot of the same stuff. It's just laid out a little bit differently. So this is my first script. Same thing, we're doing persistent, but we don't have to push the hashtag, #, whatever. Same thing here on clipboard change. That's laid out pretty much the same. Return. Really the only difference is everything is going to work the same, looks the same. It's just we're adding a few little things, like we're adding this into parentheses. Tooltips, we're putting parentheses there, parentheses here, and instead of putting this into % for a variable, it's actually fine by itself without those, and just putting the quotations here and here. So I believe I already had this one running. Yes, I do. So let's go ahead and highlight some stuff. Control C. Clipboard data type is 1. Yeah, we don't really need that. I don't know why that's there, but whatever. So let's go back to Paint. We're going to push Control C, and there we go. Clipboard data type is 2. So pretty simple. Does the exact same thing with a little bit different formatting. So I did use the converter on this one, just because it was faster, because this one is a little bit different than what I had before. Clip changed type, so that's what we're doing, same thing. Once again, this is basically literally all the exact same thing, but we're doing type instead, version 2. So let's go ahead, highlight some stuff, Control C. There we go. Clipboard data type 1. Pretty simple. You can use either one. You can do, you know, data type or just type, really. So yeah, once again, don't really need to go through all this because it works exactly the same. Here we go. Let me go ahead, close that, and launch our final script here. So version 2, this is obviously the clipboard wait, as you see right here. Now, compared to the version 1, This definitely does take it up a step more in complexity, not by much. You know, over there, literally all you had to put was Clipwait. But in version 2, you gotta do a little bit more than that. So we're clearing out our clipboard. You'll notice some differences here. We got the quotations. We're using a built-in variable of a_clipboard instead of just clipboard, which I like. That's how version 1 should have always been. I always thought that was a little weird. But we're looking for the air level here. With that message box, clipboard has changed. We're just, all we need is that, to be honest. Let me relaunch that. Version 2. So yeah, I mean, that's really all it is. So there we go. It changed. Does the same thing, but this is the one where Clipwait is definitely a step up in complexity when it comes between version 1 and version 2, but hey, whatever. Alright, everybody, hope you found this one useful. Like I said, it's a very basic intro. I'm going to link in the description below because there are a few things I did not cover that I would definitely check out in the documentation. Yeah, let me know if you have any questions, and I will see you all on the next one.